Hello and welcome. You're watching News9. I am Shweta Kothari. We are bringing you top stories here at the top of this bulletin. We are continuing to track all developments coming in from Uttarkashi at this point in time. On 12th of November, remember, 41 labourers got trapped in a portion of the Silkyara Tunnel which collapsed following a landslide. It has been 16 days since the tunnel collapsed and the stranded workers continue to remain trapped. Vertical drilling to rescue the 41 trapped workers in Uttarkashi's Silkyara tunnel got underway yesterday. On day one of the vertical drilling, nearly 30 meters drilling has been done so far of the 86 meters needed to reach the trapped workers. 6 plans are being deployed to rescue the trapped workers, with the best solution being the horizontal drilling. The magna, laser and plasma cutting machines have reached the Silkyara tunnel for the assisting in removal of the blade. A unit of the Madras sappers from the Corps of Engineers of the Indian Army have also reached the tunnel site on Sunday to assist the rescue operations. Machine equipment for sideways drilling is also expected to arrive at the tunnel during the night. Now, rescue plans to manually dig, in fact, through the debris after removing broken drill are also in place. Drone cameras have been deployed at tunnel site to monitor rescue operations. Cooked food, fruits are being provided to trapped workers. All right, as you can see on your screens, drilling efforts are currently on since Sunday morning after horizontal drilling hit a major roadblock. Vertical drilling has now commenced.
प्रयास सभी ने किया है। इसमें हमारे जो कटर हैं, काटने वाले हैं, उन्होंने आगर मशीन काट के पूरी निकाल ली है। आगे का कुछ पाइप का हिस्सा भी टेढ़ा हुआ है, वो भी नुकसान हुआ है, उसको भी काट के बाहर निकालेंगे। उसके बाद ड्रिलिंग का काम और पुशिंग का काम शुरू होगा। हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि जल्दी जल्दी ये काम पूरा होगा। टनकपुर चंपावत के हमारे श्रमिक भाई वो अंदर हैं, तो उनके परिजनों से मैं मिलने गया था। मैंने उनको आश्वस्त किया है कि पूरा हर प्रयास हम लोग कर रहे हैं। सभी एजेंसियां काम कर रही हैं। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी लगातार इनके बारे में जानकारी भी कर रहे हैं। जरूरी जो काम होने हैं उनके लिए भी लोगों को उन्होंने सबको लगाया है। पूरे देश की एजेंसियां लगी हैं, विदेशों के लोग भी लगे हैं। जल्दी से जल्दी ये काम होगा, यही आश्वस्त किया सबको। सभी का एनडीआरएफ, एसडीआरएफ, सेना के लोग, वायुसेना के लोग, थल सेना के लोग, सारे लोगों की, सभी की जो है इसमें सभी का सहयोग है। सभी अपना योगदान कर रहे हैं।
अभी तक 15 मीटर ड्रिलिंग हो चुकी है। उस जरिए 86 मीटर जाना है। 15 मीटर तकरीबन हो गई है ड्रिलिंग, और इसको चेक किया जा रहा है कितनी स्टेबिलिटी है। इसके बाद ये जो जरिया अगर सक्सेसफुल, बिल्कुल कामयाब रहा 86 मीटर तक पहुंचने में, तो आखिर में जाकर टनल का क्रस्ट भी मिलेगा। उस क्रस्ट को भी तोड़ना पड़ेगा और अंदर छेद करके, और फिर इस जरिए 86 मीटर जो है वो बकेट के तरीके से निकालना पड़ेगा हर इंडिविजुअल वर्कर को। इसकी काबिलियत एनडीआरएफ में हमारे बहुत है। उन्होंने बहुत ट्रेनिंग की हुई है। एनडीआरएफ वाले जानते हैं इसके बारे में पूरा, तो वो इसको इस तरीके के अंदर बहुत मदद देंगे।
Member Lieutenant General Syed Atta Hasnain is concerned, giving an update on the progress that has been made in the rescue operation so far. My colleague Nivriti Mohan is on the ground. She is tracking all the details and development to understand the rescue efforts that are being made by authorities over the course of last 24 hours. What's the progress been so far? Let's listen in.
Now, what our authority is doing is to give connectivity to the workers. You can see this BSNL instrument here. So the mobile connectivity is what they are trying is that workers are connected 24/7 to their relatives, to the authorities, everybody, because until now what was happening was that they were speaking to the people inside through microphones and speakers, but now the authorities have set up a connection. They are trying to set up a connection. So you can see the equipment here that is that has been placed here, and the wires are being taken to inside the tunnel, so that the workers, 41 workers who are stranded inside for almost 15 days now, are connected 24/7 with their relatives who are waiting for them outside, and to the authorities, and to rescue workers, and to the mess where the food is being prepared for them. So everything is being taken care of, because it is going to take time. Earlier they were expecting that they will be coming out soon and work was going at a fast pace, but because the time has increased, so the authorities have decided that this connection should be provided to the workers trapped inside. Every effort here is being made to rescue the workers who are now trapped inside the tunnel for more than 15 days. It's almost 16th day today, and you can see the work is in progress. You can see the machines that have been placed outside the tunnel. There have been many machines, more than 35 big machines are being applied over here, apart from more smaller machines. Now you can see the primary option and the most promising option that the authorities, workers and agencies were working on here was entering through the face of the tunnel from the Silkyara side, and this is the option that is still most promising option that authorities are considering. Now what is happening is that the plasma cutter and the laser cutter is being used to cut the obstructions that have come ahead. Now the stuck part of the auger machine is being cut through the plasma cutter, and the laser cutter is also being used. It is said, as updated by the authorities, they are saying that by 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. All the obstructions will be cut, all the iron obstructions, the girder, it may be girders, the stuck part of the auger machines, whatever it is, it will be cut, and then manual digging can start after that. The manual digging will be done by army here. 2 battalions of army, as told to us by the sources, have been contacted for this work. So manual digging may take around 36 hours or 2 days, as told to us by the authorities. Apart from this option, now you can see on the right side of the tunnel, there is another horizontal digging option being worked out from here. From here they have to cut to the right wall of the tunnel, and it is around 180 meters that they need to dig from there. So authorities were telling us that around 12 meters per day will be dug, and according to this figure, it may take more than 15 days or 15 days or so to get into the tunnel. And now another option after the horizontal digging option, which is the most promising option from the face, another option that is being worked out is the vertical drilling option that is happening now, and it has started, and almost according to the latest updates that we have, the bigger pipe has drilled up to almost 29 to 30 meters now, and the smaller pipe was also being digged, the lifeline pipe was also being drilled vertically. It had reached for around 70 meters, but the work has stopped for that because they have encountered some obstruction there in the form of some water body or something, but the bigger pipe has been drilled up to 29 to 30 meters.
All right, that of course is Nivriti Mohan, who's joining us live on the show at this point in time. Nivriti, hi, good morning. I am looking to see you. Yes, you are on our screens at this point. Nivriti, every time it appears that we are a step closer to rescuing those 41 workers, we hit a hurdle or so. In your estimation, having spoken to a variety of officials so far, what is the timeline are we looking at before we are able to finally rescue? Can they put a timeline to the rescue operations?
See, though we are being given timelines, authorities are time and again coming and telling us that this may happen in this much of time. But but I think that giving a timeline or deadline is very, very difficult as the operation is heading. So right now, they have given deadlines for all, not deadlines, timelines for all the options that they are exploring. Like for the front part of the tunnel from the Silkyara side, where manual digging will take place after the auger machine is cut. So for this, they had given a timeline of around 36 hours or 48 hours, almost 2 days. It is after the auger machine is cut and the manual digging starts. So the timeline for this option is around 48 hours. Then they are trying, as you were listening in my walkthrough also, that there is an option of reaching the right wall of the tunnel by digging horizontally from the right side, which is 180 meters and 12 meters every day. 15 days it will take as per the authorities. Now there's a vertical option that they are exploring. Earlier, yesterday they were telling us that around 100 hours it will take to reach up to the workers inside vertically. But now since they were digging the smaller pipe, the lifeline pipe, they encountered some obstruction in the form of some water or something, some aquifer kind of a thing. I cannot say exactly what it was, but they have encountered some problem at 70 meters. They had digged up to 70 meters, the smaller pipe was digged up to 70 meters, and there was an obstruction, after which they had to stop digging. So now also a bigger pipe, the rescue pipe, which should be around 1 meters of diameter, it is also being drilled vertically into the tunnel. So it has reached right now up to 29 to 30 meters. For this option, they had given a timeline of 100 meters if they don't face any obstruction. So for the lifeline pipe, for the smaller pipe, they did face an obstruction. Let us see what happens with the bigger pipe. If it doesn't face any obstruction, then 100 hours is the timeline for this one. But if they face obstruction, then the time may increase. So giving a timeline to any of the options through which they are trying to rescue workers will not be very wise thing to say. Now let me show you something happening on the Silkyara side of the Silkyara face of the tunnel. You can see there some layouts are being displayed. Some layouts have been displayed there, if you can see there. So what I can see after zooming in on the camera, it is something like the design of the tunnel and the various options that they are exploring. And there was there is some kind of briefing going on. You can see there photographs are being displayed and some map is there that is displayed, and a briefing was going on. I think they were explained how to approach. So army people are also here right now, and you see a 1.2 meter by 1.5 meter sections, the concrete sections. This is another option which they are exploring through drift method, and army will be doing it, and this will be done parallel to the path that was being drilled through the auger machine. So it won't be used in the same line, but parallel to that inside the tunnel, horizontally this will go. So what they will be doing, they will be placing these sections one by one, and a kind of tunnel will be formed through these sections.
Okay.
This will be done manually by army. This is called drift method. So what they will do, they will start digging, and once some digging is done, they will place one section, one concrete section, and after that they will dig further and they will place another concrete section. This is the way they will be heading. But for this option, they will start from the scratch. That means 60 meters has to be covered inside the tunnel from Silkyara end. So they will have to start with the scratch from the beginning itself. So what the authorities have told us is that they have made 18 sections.
Right. Nivriti, one of the questions that a lot of our viewers have at this point, and since you're on ground, you can give a better assessment of what's happening around you, is that why is it taking so long? Every time we come a step nearer to getting to the workers, we hit one roadblock or the other. Now, we know that authorities are working in their full force to the best of their abilities. What kind of obstacles are there on the way?
See, first of all, this region is the Himalayan region, and you never know what the geology is, or geology of a particular area is. So when they constructed the tunnel, they were not aware, I think that is why this happened. They were not aware that there is some loose soil inside, or there was some lack of study, or something has happened that should not have happened. So there was loose soil, it fell, and it fell. And now what is happening is, when they are digging from the front end of the Silkyara tunnel, they are facing obstructions in the form of girders, iron obstructions, girders, pipes that formed the roof of the tunnel. When the entire muck fell down, with it fell the iron rods, the girders. Now the auger machine is not designed to cut iron. So this is the most, this is the obstruction that the authorities are facing, because auger machine cannot cut it. Now what they are doing is that they are exploring the manual option. So first of all, the auger machine is stuck inside, they will have to pull it out. After that, they cannot put auger machine again, because they might find other iron obstructions which the auger machine cannot handle. So they are doing it manually. Doing it manually will take more time. It is going to take a lot of time. Doing it with a machine would have taken less time. Now, because machine is not working because of the iron obstructions that it cannot navigate, or it cannot negotiate. So now it is being done manually. Now what is happening, as I told you, if this option doesn't work, because it is also very risky for the people who are working inside. So when you do it manually, somebody has to go inside those pipes, the 900 mm pipes, 800 mm pipes, 700 mm pipes that have been put in. So some worker has to go inside to do it manually. He has to go inside. There is no ventilation inside. So when you do it through gas cutters, smoke is generated. So the worker who is inside, he has to go in and cut some part of it, then he has to come out of it, because there is smoke and there is no ventilation. So he has to do it time and again, he has to go inside, he has to come to breathe, and then he goes in again. Now what we have come to know is that they have been provided some oxygen cylinders. Now they are doing it at a faster pace, faster rate. I don't know why the oxygen cylinders were not given to them earlier. They should have been given oxygen cylinders. Absolutely. They should have been provided with those oxygen cylinders. But now oxygen cylinders are given to them. So a little pace can be seen. But other options that they are exploring are also not very easy. As I told you, that they are exploring another option of digging 180 meters from the right wall of the tunnel. That will reach to the right wall of the tunnel. So 180 meters, 12 meters every day they can dig. So
Right.
they have to cover 180 meters from the right side. So 180 meter means around 15 days they will take. And why it is taking time from the vertical side? It is comparatively it is a more faster method. If we consider all the other options, horizontal options, then vertical digging is a more faster option because
Right.
gravity is in favor of you.
Absolutely.
So
So
they
here's what we
started
know
drilling
so
yesterday
far.
or day before yesterday, and they
Right.
reached up to 70 meters, right?
Okay, okay. So Nivriti, here's what we know so far. Horizontal drilling has sort of hit a roadblock at this point. Vertical drilling has now started as of yesterday, continues in full force. Government authorities, NDRF team members, police, rescue workers are doing the best they can to reach the workers as soon as possible. It's hard to give a deadline. It's hard to actually meet a deadline when it comes to rescue operations. Before I let you go, Nivriti, you've been on the ground now for days. What is the general sense among public? Is there still hope? Is there despair? How are authorities doing? Are they jittery at the moment? Is there growing public pressure? And how are the relatives of the people who are trapped feeling?
See, everybody is hopeful, but yes, because the time is increasing and they are not able to meet the deadlines that they have been giving for the last few days. So yes, there is a little disappointment as far as the authorities are concerned, but they are hopeful and they are assuring time and again that they will be able to get all those 41 workers out of the tunnel. And as far as the workers inside who are trapped inside are concerned, they as you have seen in my walkthrough also, earlier they were speaking to the authorities, to their relatives through speakers and microphones. Now telephone line is being set up and connectivity is being provided to them so that they can directly talk to their relatives or whoever they want to talk to. So this is all that is being done. As far as their health is concerned, a few of them were complaining about some health issues, but authorities here asked, because we cannot talk to them directly, so we are relying on what authorities are telling us. So authorities here are telling us that they are in a good mental health, their mental health is good, their physical health conditions are good, and the workers trapped inside are saying that आप आराम से काम कीजिए, हम ठीक हैं अंदर. So this is what we are being told by the authorities. So we hope that whatever is being told to us so we can just hope that whatever is being told to us is correct. And as far as the relatives are concerned, of course they are worried because they were hopeful that this will be done a day before yesterday or a day before that. They were very, very hopeful because they were the authorities had reached very close. It was just 14 to 15 meters of distance to be covered when the auger machine encountered the problem, the obstruction, and it hasn't been resolved as yet. So yes, there is a disappointment because each day reduces your hope, especially when your loved ones are concerned. Authorities may be hopeful, authorities are hopeful, the media here is hopeful, but because as far as relatives are concerned, your father, your mother, your sister, each day is becoming very, very difficult for them because they are concerned about their loved ones trapped inside. So yes, there is a little disappointment, but किसी ने उम्मीद का दामन तो नहीं छोड़ा है.
Absolutely. Lovely. Thank you very much, Nivriti. उम्मीद का दामन अभी भी पकड़ा हुआ है. Hopefully, उम्मीद will steer us through these tough times and the 41 workers will come out safe and sound. Thank you very much, Nivriti, for bringing those details to us. Well, with that, I think we will end on an optimism and an optimistic note for that matter. 41 workers are still trapped. There is hope that they will be rescued soon. Remember, authorities are working at full force to rescue these workers. After horizontal drilling hit a snag, auger machine broke down. Vertical drilling has now started. Will continues for a couple of days to up to a few weeks. 2 weeks possibly, that's the timeline being given at this point, and possibly these workers will come out safe and sound. They are doing well and they continue to do well despite being trapped. With that, it's a wrap on this bulletin. Thank you very much for watching.
They picked my husband. He was tortured there for 2 years. He was enforced disappeared. We had no idea where he is. Within 15 minutes,